Hi everybody, welcome back. I know it has been a while since I've uploaded a video. 2020 has been a crazy year for everybody, myself included. I've just recently moved into a complex, so yeah, please excuse the mess behind me. I'm still setting up a work area, which I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. But because I've moved into a complex, I'm sitting with a problem where I have a compressor that is about 97 decibels, so it's quite reasonably loud, and I'm a bit worried that the neighbors might start to complain with the compressor that's running every 5 minutes when I'm airbrushing. So today we're going to attempt to make a soundproof box. So come with me and let's see if we can drop that 97 decibels down to something a little bit more comfortable, and well, let's go and see how we can do it. All right, I've just been to the hardware store. I've actually got them to cut my wood for me. I've taken the measurements of the compressor, drawn a little diagram for them. Let me quickly show you here. Okay, so I drew the diagram with the, let it just focus quickly, drew the diagram, and they then put it into their machine. They cut it for me. It's just so much easier loading it in my car, and there it is there. There's the compressor. Okay, so this wood that I'm using is called shutter ply. Okay, let's see, that's not it. Where is it? There it is there. Okay, so it's shutter ply, and it is 18 millimeter thick, 1220 by 2440 millimeters, and that's excluding VAT, obviously. 382 rand 60 plus 65 rand for cutting, so the wood with cutting comes to 570 rand. Okay, so 570 rand for peace of mind, not too bad. Okay, so then I obviously stopped there for some hinges as well for the door, and a couple of these cornices, which is going to make my life a lot easier on putting the box together. Okay, and obviously some cold glue, because my other glue there is almost finished. Okay, and the screws are in one of these toolboxes here somewhere in this mess, which I'm still trying to sort out. Okay guys, so I'm going to move you over onto the tripod and hopefully get a clearer picture. But anyway, oh, one more thing, let me move you guys over to those egg boxes. Okay, so I've had this plan for a while now, and I've been collecting egg boxes. Where I've heard that egg boxes are actually very good for reducing sound. Okay, I've also been on the internet to research whether egg boxes actually do anything, and according to a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of articles out there, they do absolutely nothing. So I'm going to use them anyway, but I'm going to use them slightly differently. I'm going to use them as a little bit of a dampening medium, so I'm actually going to stand on them. I'm going to crush them, but because of the texture of that cardboard, it might actually help deafen the sound a little bit more. I'm also putting in carpeting, which is actually dog blankets. Let me quickly take you there. Okay, so I've actually bought a couple of these dog blankets. Okay, and it's made from this type of material. Let me take you into the light here. I can actually move the light so that we can see. All right, it's this type of material, and I'm going to try this, and hopefully it works. So right, we have our wood. Let's see. we're organized. What we're going to do now is just mark on the wood what is what. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is going to be 780 by 420, which is either the floor or the roof. Alright, we've managed to put on 4 of the 6 panels. We're going to put on the wheels now before we close the box up and put the carpeting in. So let me quickly show you. Alright, so we've got 4 of the panels in, nice and secure. Okay, I've got some of these wheels I pulled off an old cart. We're going to use them. I've just oiled them up and they still work pretty well. What I've done is I've marked, let me just get you to focus quickly. Alright, I've marked already the holes I'm going to drill, and they're about 6 centimeters in, and this obviously is going to be the floor, and from there we're going to put the carpeting in and put the door in and a few extras, but let's get with it. Alright, we're into day 2 of our box build for the compressor, and we still got 4 of the 6 walls up, and just shot through to the shops, and I've got an extension for the air filter for the airflow to the motor. So let me quickly turn you around. So this is still basically where we are. Let me just add a little bit of light to it. Okay, so we've got 4 of the sides. We've put a couple of the flattened egg boxes or egg cartons on the floor. We've nailed them down. I decided to rather go and buy some of these fencing staples, which is a lot easier and probably neater, especially when we start nailing down the bedding. Alright, so this is the air filter which goes onto the side of the compressor. So I need something from the compressor to the outside of this box, so we're going to actually drill a hole and actually put that through onto the outside, so it's sucking clean, cool air and just helping the motor to breathe, and obviously a pipe to connect to that. Alright, so I won't bore you with the nitty gritty. Let me get on with this and keep you updated along the way. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're going to have 3 fans fitted to the soundproof box. We've got 12 volt fans here, just from old computers that I've had lying around. So there are 12 volt, so they do spin at considerably higher speeds. It's a direct current, brushless, all 3 of them. With heat that rises, I'm expecting to only use 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom, sucking in colder air. Obviously the lower to the floor is where the cooler air is, so these 2 I'm going to be placing on the floor of this box, and this one nearer the top. Okay, I'm actually thinking more in this area here at the top of the box. Okay, so what I've done is I've drawn some templates just so that I can take the jigsaw and just cut out those squares where these can just fit in, and obviously allow the airflow. I am going to be putting mosquito mosquito mesh in front of the holes, just to stop any of the little geckos, the lizards getting in, or any insects also being sucked in. Yeah, we don't want any funny smells coming from the box after a couple of days. Alright, so once I've cut these holes and put the fans in, I'll get back to you guys. So this air filter is now in as well. So as you can see, there's the pipe. Get it to focus. Okay, I'm not securing this into the box in case it is bumped. It has got a little bit of a leeway where you can bump it by accident and it's not going to snap this off. So that is not going to be secured, and then if I ever need to remove it, it's quite simple. Alright, the holes are being cut for the fans. The 2 at the bottom, this is the floor area, and this will be sucking cold air in, and this will be the back near the roof. This is the roof area, and one of the fans there will be sucking the hot air out. Alright, and then here you can't really see, but there is a hole there, and that's where the air pipe will be going through. You might be able to see my finger coming through there. No, not really. Alright, so there's the hole there. Okay, so we've lined the box a little bit already, and we need to put this side up, the right hand side, and once that's up, then we'll fix the door. So once the right hand side is up, I can then fold the carpeting inside and nail it onto the right hand side board. Okay, so so far so good. Let's attach that right hand side and then attach the fans. I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, I've finished most of the box. There's a couple of things I need to show you. It's just about finished. I've just got to put the wiring of the actual compressor through to the back of the box, put the plug on, and then we're on test phase. So hold thumbs. Let's hope this works and it brings the decibel down. So let me quickly show you what's happened here so far. All right, let me bring you around, try and get you in focus. Okay, so this is the bottom of the box, obviously. There's the door. So these are the wheels that we put on. I've put two fans here, two fans here, sucking cool air in. It's the lowest part of the box, hopefully sucking in some of the cooler air, because here, Dolphin Coast, we get extreme temperatures, just under 40 degrees in summer, sometimes into the 40s degrees Celsius, and this working area inside the garage probably build up quite a bit of heat. So hoping that sucks in some cooler air. All right, so we just run the cabling through to the back. You can see here, I just want to get some more light for you. All right, and this fan is obviously sucking in or extracting the warm air, which is near the top of the box. Hot air rises, so hopefully that's going to pull out most of the hot air. All right, and then this is a 12 volt adapter that I've attached to an on-off switch, basic on-off switch, little light switch. Turn it on, you might be able to hear the fans running. Not too noisy, not noisy enough to disturb the neighbors. This is the fan that's blowing the hot air out, or sucking the hot air out. I'll give you a demonstration. Okay, so that's quite powerful, 12 volt. So they spin quite fast. Okay, and then these ones are sucking the air in. I don't want it to suck air. Anyway, you can see nothing can really get in. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me see if we can focus it. We do have the mosquito mesh behind each fan to stop any insects or lizards. We do have a gecko problem here in KwaZulu-Natal, Dolphin Coast, so they will look for these little nooks and crannies to crawl into, so that will stop any large bug or little critter climbing into the box. Alright, so let me just spin this around. I can throw this away. I'll have to clean up my work area now. And we can actually turn this fan off. Alright, let's just turn this box a bit. Alright, so we also put the doors on. It's got latches. Obviously this is not the right way around. I'll be changing that around soon enough. Okay, so the door is on. You can see I've already hammered the carpeting on. Let me put some light in here for you. Okay, so now what you can see is on the floor we have the two fans which will be pulling in the cold air, and at the top there we go is the fan pulling the warm air. Alright, and you saw earlier on where we were going to run the pipe for the air filter. That is still there. We're going to attach that, and then right down at the bottom, in that bottom corner, there's a hole which you can't really see. That's where we're going to run the cable through with the plug directly to the compressor. Okay, so that's where we are at the moment. So I'm going to be putting the compressor inside the box and wiring up everything, and yeah, let's see if this experiment works. And if you got the same problem as what I do, well, maybe you can build a similar box or maybe improve on it, and let me know in the comments. Please remember, like and subscribe, and I'll get back to you shortly with the test. Let's have a look. Alright, I think the box is complete, and let me show you a couple of things that I have changed, and then we can go ahead and do the test. Alright, so first of all, the things that I've changed is I clean forgot that I'm going to need the hose part of the compressor, otherwise I won't be able to use the compressor. So what I did is I drilled a hole through the roof, okay, and I fed it through, so we've got access to that. Alright, so that was one thing. Another thing is I realized that the air filter that I put there was actually the air intake. You know, I for some reason didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I never realized that obviously your compressor needs to get air from somewhere. So that was the air intake, and the air intake doesn't need to be outside. The air intake can be inside the box because there's enough air being sucked into this box by those two 12-volt fans, okay, which are actually underneath the box. Okay, so if we go ahead and open the doors, or the door, there you can see the compressor inside the box. Let me give you some light. Here, let's turn the light off. Okay, so there you can see there's not a lot of space. As you can see, it's not a very tight fit, but it is a tightish fit. There you can see the fans and the base. Alright, this is the air intake that is just on that tube, which I can actually put back if I wanted to, but no need to. Alright, and so we can close that up, and then we're going to do the test with it inside the box and outside the box. But before we do that, let me take you around here to give you an idea. Okay, 120 decibels is what you're generally going to hear during a thunderstorm, during thunder. 110 decibels, rock music. 100 decibels is a subway train. 90 decibels, factory. 80 decibels is a busy street. 70 decibels, busy traffic, and so on, right down conversation, quiet library, quiet park, quiet whisper, and leaves falling. Now obviously we're not going to get it down to leaves falling without the actual compressor running. We are, I can show you right now, we are sitting at, let me just open that up for you. Alright, without the compressor running, just in a garage, I'll just keep quiet now. I just want to take this flash off. Okay, and get you focused. I'm sitting around about 41, you know, when I'm not speaking, so it's 41. So we're reasonably around the quiet park area, 40 decibels. And when we're talking, it's you know, going up to sort of 70 to 80 decibels, which is slightly above a conversation and a little bit into busy traffic. Now obviously, because I'm recording the video, I am increasing the level of my speech so that everyone in the back can hear me. Alright, so I'm hoping my target for what is printed on the factory settings is about 96 decibels for this specific model. So it's slightly higher than factory, just below subway train, so it is rather noisy. So what I'm hoping to do is to bring it down from 96 decibels all the way down to a comfortable, I would be happy with between 60 and 70. I would be comfortable. If it is below 60, I think it would be excellent experiment this, and I should have done it a long time ago. But anyway, let's test it, and let's hold thumbs. Alright, so you can see around about 45 is when I don't speak. The decibel sits at about 45. Alright, and let's test it when we turn it on. So as you could see there, it was sitting at just below 90, so that is 89, let's just call it 90, and that is 90 is about decibel level of a factory. Okay, so this is why I was having the problem of running this compressor in a built-up complex. People don't want to be living next to a factory, especially if I'm running the compressor at night. So let's see what we can do when we put it in the box. Alright, so let me pack all this away, and I'll get back to you now. Alright, moment of truth. Hold thumbs. It's been quite a build. Here goes. Alright, we're sitting at 45, and let me turn this puppy on. Alright, it's a heck of a lot quieter. I can actually hear myself talk. It's dropping down to 77. Not bad at all. 77 is around the busy street. It's really not too bad. If I have to go and stand outside the garage with the garage door closed, or even the garage door open, I doubt it's really going to be much higher than probably about 60 decibels, which I'm going to go and try now. So I'll take you along with me. Let's go. Still around 79. Let me open the door. Alright, so we're sitting at about 20 decibels more from what the outside noise level is to what it is when the compressor comes on. This compressor fills up so quickly. Alright, this is the test on just without the decibel counter. Alright, that is with the compressor sealed away in the box. I can still have a conversation, and yeah, you can still hear yourself think. It really is not loud at all. So let me open the box, and hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference on the video. Alright, so I'm sure you can see, or at least hear, the difference. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I can't even hear myself. But anyway, that definitely makes a huge difference. So for me, it's a winner.